Okay, this is what we're going to look at today first. This is a website, and I was looking through this, and really it's quite amazing. It's really focuses on GHK copper peptide, which we know is the element that is inside the X39 patches that do a host of wonderful things. So I noticed this little comment over here. It says, just as a piano must be periodically fine-tuned to maintain melodic balance, studies suggest that GHK-Cu, copper peptide, tunes gene expression to a healthier and a younger state. So actually this Dr. Lauren Picard, she is one of the people who was quite involved with LifeWave from the very beginning. And there's actually some of her clinical studies in the science section of the LifeWave website. So I just wanted to scroll through here a little bit. We're going to go down, look at all of this information that I think can be really valuable to us. I sent this link to Sunny too. So new release, hydrogels for osteochondral tissue engineering. Anti-wrinkle activity and transdermal delivery of GHK peptide, pulse glow discharge to GHK-Cu determination. There's just many articles in here. And so if you get a chance, I think it would be good to go through some of these. So I'd like to, also just mention about the skin, which is a big thing with women, especially in the industry. They're constantly looking for new anti-aging products to help their skin. But this is a quote that came out recently that said, cancer and health risk experts just concluded reviews that indicate mainstream cosmetics and personal hygiene products pose the highest cancer risk exposures to the general public, higher than smoking. I was really shocked when I read that, but I read a little bit further, and it says that, sounds crazy, doesn't it? Cosmetics, shampoo, body lotion, laundry detergents, and softeners, furniture polish, pesticides, toothpaste, fertilizers, city water, plastic storage containers, and even some foods contain deadly ingredients. The problem today is that most products are made from petrochemical derivatives of non-renewable crude oil. Now, what is wrong with that? That is, boy, you wonder. So it also says neurotoxins are so-called because they are toxic to your nervous system. The core of your nervous system is your brain, which not only affects thinking and feeling, but regulates every system in your body. When your nervous system is damaged, your entire body can be affected, said Deborah Lynn Dad, an internationally recognized consumer advocate specializing in identifying products that are safe and environmentally responsible. Okay, so yeah, that's not good news. It's kind of why, I've tried to really be careful even while shopping, and when I do get products for personal care, I try to, understand everything that's on the label. Actually, I use some very good skin products from a company called New Skin, because of the fact that they don't have those petrochemical ingredients in them. So I'm going to stop this share, and we're going to go to the whiteboard right here. This is what we're going to be talking about today. So this is a little bit more about the system that kind of, is a little bit confusing, I think, for people. It certainly was for me in the very beginning. It's the LifeWave system is called a binary system. And so what I did today is I just kind of went to my website, and I just drew this little diagram roughly of what what it looks like when I pull that up. And so as of today, I'd like to say that on my right leg, say the right leg count, I have 40 representatives. Okay, this doesn't include retail customers. Okay, and preferred customers. This is just have signed up with some rank. So I started out as a gold rank representative, and then I upgraded to a diamond rank. So as you know, like Sunny, you know, who's been doing all these wonderful webinars on Sunday. We should start calling her Sunny Sunday. She really is. Brings a lot of happiness and warmth on Sundays. So she also is a diamond rank. She signed up as a diamond rank from the very beginning, so she didn't actually upgrade. But as you can see, this kind of grows exponentially, you know, over time. So I enrolled Mieko, and she has a total rep count of 19. I didn't enroll Masako. She was upline person, enrolled hers, and she has a total rep count of 39 now. My son has a total of 16. Nancy's husband, Len, has 21. And then we go over to the right side where I have 20 representatives, not all personally sponsored, but you know, through people that signed up afterwards. So Mieko, my wife, has 19. Sheena has 12. Philip has 6. And then there's more people below that, so they're just getting started. So what I wanted to cover today simply is how does this system work? Okay, so we all want to get commissions. We all want to get a number of different kinds of bonuses, but today I'm just going to mostly focus on the binary cycle bonus. So in order to receive the binary cycle bonuses, number one, you have to be active with a minimum of 55 BV. That's basically just one sleeve of, you know, anything other than the X39. X39 is a little bit more. It has a 77 BV. The second thing is to be binary qualified. So this is very important. You need to, as you say, you know, you have to have somebody on the right and somebody on the left to be binary qualified. But in addition to that, really to get the cycle bonus, you need to have an active silver rank person. In the beginning, it's a bronze. Sorry, I'm a rank up. Bronze or above on your right and left legs. Okay, so those people in a weekly cycle come in. You know, the computer recognizes that, and so you're basically binary qualified. Sorry. So once that's established, you also need to have a total of 900 business volume BV for the weekly period. So that comes out to kind of a ratio. Okay, 660 BV is going to be on your strong leg, or what they call the power leg. 330 BV is on your weak leg, or they call that the profit leg. Okay, so once that's established, then you cycle, and then you get $50 for every time you cycle. And you can cycle more than once in a weekly period, of course, depending on how much volume is, you know, being generated on both sides. So number 4, when your binary bonuses reach 500 cycles in 1 week, that would be $25,000 a week, you cap out. So the company put that into place. I think it's actually a good policy. You know, I don't think too much of us really, you know, need to make even that much money. You know, we'd be satisfied with quite a bit less, I think, in some cases. But because some people are very committed to growing a large network marketing organization, they are continually trying to, you know, get to the highest level, which is, I'll explain later, is a rank in the company. So number 5, you can add additional income from product introductory bonuses. I'll go into that in another meeting. Matching, and I just left it there because in the past there's been this bonus pool bonus also, but that is kind of not there anymore. Okay, they're working on creating another kind of bonus. So I won't go into it, but it was a bonus that basically calculated the global commissions, and depending on how many points you accrued from signing up a bronze, silver, gold, platinum, or diamond executive, you get points, and then they would calculate that and give you a percentage of the global commission pool. Okay, so I hope everybody understands that. I'm sorry, I'm not the best always explaining things other than ballet, which is my normal occupation, but I really wanted to take some time to go over this. And you can also, of course, you can find this in your back office. But I just want to give you a little idea because I put up names. I didn't just put up Tom, Dick, and Harry or Jack and Jill. I wanted to actually put up names that we know. Okay, so like Paul is of course under Sunny. He's right over here. You know, Philip has some people over here, and it's growing. Okay, the cool thing is it's growing. It didn't plateau. It didn't disappear. It's actually growing. Okay, so the next thing is the question is, how do I make it to the top? Okay, let's say you do want to make senior presidential director. That's the highest rank in LifeWave. So these are kind of the things that are kind of borrowed from lots of different, you know, network marketing professional people, but I'll just go ahead and steal some of those. So the first is mindset. And a good friend of mine who is very successful in this business kind of put it this way: how fun the goal is can make the distance shorter or longer. And I think that's true, because in the world that we live in, isn't it like things are kind of relative? When we look at things, sometimes they don't always appear as they actually are. So like if we look at the horizon, right, we think, wow, we're seeing something that's really straight across, right? As opposed to the reality that everything's curved. We're a globe. So, but it looks to our eyes that, oh, you know, if we kept going into the distance, then we'd just fall off, which is, of course, not true, because the scientific reality is that we live on a planet that is round. Okay. So anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is, you know, depending how fast or not fast we want to go towards something, is something that we experience in our daily lives, you know. So sometimes my wife, you know, she gets up in the morning and she kind of moving a little bit slower. And so I say, hey, Miyako, let's have this for breakfast. And all of a sudden, you know, she gets a little more excited. And I said, yeah, okay, let's do that. And so, you know, I'm kind of trying to get breakfast on the table quickly so I can get to this meeting. So, but if you don't feel like doing something, you know, there's a kind of a consequence to that we just don't move, right? Whereas sometimes we can move somewhere very quickly just by our thinking. You know, if we think that, oh, I want to do this, then wow, we're doing it. We're already doing it before we know it. So I think our minds do kind of play tricks on us, and maybe in this business as well, it kind of can interfere. Okay, so I kind of want to, you know, make a distance shorter if I can and enjoy it while I'm doing it. So the second point is commitment, which is a degree of confidence in your commitment will pull you upwards or downwards. Okay, so we know this in everything in life. You know, if we really want to shoot for something, we have a set goal, and we're aspiring to something, we want to go there as soon as we can, but it's going to take time. It's going to, you know, there's going to be disappointments. There's going to be some hardships to get there, you know, like everything in life. But if we basically said, oh, okay, senior presidential director in LifeWave has a really amazing potential if I get there. Okay, so I have to say though, I've had days where I just felt, oh, okay, that one down there's me. Yeah, this is too hard, okay? And when I was saying this is too hard, well, I was a rank representative at the time, and my commissions were $0 a week, okay? I wasn't making anything yet. And yet, you know, several weeks went by. You know, I just kind of, okay, not really doing that. And then all of a sudden I started signing up some people and getting some bonuses, and I went, wow, okay, we're moving here. Okay, so now since I've had that experience, it's more like what my brain is telling me when I wake up in the morning is, this is fun. This is actually fun. This is going to grow, and I'm going to help other people, you know, in the process, and help myself and my family. So reaching senior presidential director is something that we know good friend Eddie Endo has already reached that point. So isn't it great to have a mentor that's already made it? Like, he did not make, he started 15 years ago. It's kind of amazing if we think that just about anything, to be able to kind of almost get like a CEO income, basically from starting from where all of us start from, which is us. It's just me. It's one person, and then it's 2 people, and then it's 4 people. So that's how he started. That's how we've started. Okay, so my point is, how do we make this really, really fun so that we can get there together as quickly as possible? And that's what, you know, this is all about, is, you know, building teams, right? You know, a left team and a right team, but more, that sounds kind of cold in a way, doesn't it? You know, okay, it's more just like a family. We're creating a LifeWave family. And so we're helping each other to achieve certain goals over time. And if we can expedite that, make it a little faster, then I think that's a good thing. Okay, so the third point I have there is the value system, and I borrowed this from a person too. So you can choose the neighborhood that you want to hang out in. So what we're doing right now is like Zoom Zillow. Okay, like we want to live in a really cool place, right? It doesn't have to be a lavish place or anything like that, but it says we're on Zoom Zillow right now, thinking about what kind of place we want to live and enjoy our lives and who we want to hang out with. How cool is that? That's just cool, right? That's what we try to do in our lives. We don't want to hang around, you know, like people are bummed out. But some people do. Some people do want to hang out with people that are bummed out, because they're bummed out, and bummed out people make them feel better. But in my, you know, our case, no, we want to be around people that are fun, interesting, and having, you know, a goal in their lives that they're pursuing, and we can actually get energy from that because they're going in that direction, and we want to go in that direction. So that's why it's kind of referred to Eddie. Eddie's been a big inspiration to me, because what he says is something he's done. He's not just saying it. He's actually done it, and then you can listen when we talk to him. He's just very calm about it. He says, you know, you don't know what's going to happen exactly, but if you keep going, then you can reach this goal the same as me. So he just doesn't like say, hey, I'm like super intelligent, or I'm really good at business, or I'm good at talking, or anything like that. He didn't come off that way at all. He just said, this is the way I started. Had a lot of pitfalls, you know, bumped my head here and there, but eventually I made my goal to, you know, hit the top rank in the company. So number 4 is what's my next step? Okay, so you must make this a priority if you want to see the results others are having. Okay, I'm totally convinced of that. I absolutely have to make this a priority. It's probably why I'm doing this six days a week, because I want it for myself, but I also want it for other people. And I know that I have to make it a priority, because my tendency with me is I get really excited about things sometimes, and then I just kind of, you know, I don't get the result that I wanted, and then sometimes that project never gets finished. I've asked my wife. I've done that a number of times. So with this one, I'm very serious about it, because it's something that I feel it's almost like a second chance to have the lifestyle that's going to be more desirable for my wife and myself. And then it's also something that I want for other people a lot, because now we're in this terrible time in our country where so many people are out of work. So many people don't know if they're going to have a job to come back to. So many people don't know if you know, they're going to just even be able to sustain a livable lifestyle if things don't change. So you know, we've gone through cycles like this in our country, but we're definitely going through something like that now, and there's really no certainty, you know, how quickly it will improve. Okay, so hopefully there's good news on the horizon, but you know, we have to kind of prepare for those things. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is, where do I find my next prospect? Okay, what is happening around us can give us a clue where to look. Okay, so wherever we live, you know, whatever our connections are, you know, there, it's described in network marketing as your warm market and your cold market. I certainly started with my warm market, my family, friends, you know, people that I had a first name relationship with, and respected them and whatnot. That was fine. But that list kind of, after I told people about what I was doing, I was very upfront about it. Then, you know, some were interested and some weren't. But I knew the time was going to come where, wow, they're all gone now. I've talked to all of them. But that's actually not true. Many times in network marketing, people have introduced them to the company that they're representing, and they, even though they didn't want to do it in the beginning, later on, either they asked that person how they were doing and approached that person themselves, or sometimes that the person followed up on that person and say, what about now? How are you feeling now? And bingo, hey, they're at 12 o'clock, and they said, yeah, I want to do that. So we have to kind of really put up our antennas, so to speak, and try to feel where other people are. And if they're close to network marketing, maybe at least they'll be open to the products, because we know how beneficial the products are. But after a certain point, you've followed up maybe 2 or 3 times, you've, you know, waited for that maybe that third InTouch app video to get a real response. If not, you can say, oh gosh, okay, I give up, it's not working. Or you can just go to the next person. So my favorite word recently is next, N-E-X-T, next. Don't worry about it. That person might be at a time in their life where this is not a good thing for them. It's not the right time for them. But don't forget about that person. That's why I have a list basically of every person that I've talked to about the products or this business. Okay, and I look at those names and I think about those names and I wonder how they're doing. And at some point I'll follow up with them again, and then, you know, reintroduce LifeWave to them. Okay, so that's what I was going to share with you today. So I will stop the board right there and unmute everybody.